everybody, it's Dana with Taringa Ranch. Today we're going to spend a quick minute talking about coyotes. Now I could do this for an hour, but this truly is just a quick minute with the basics. Who's the coyote? What's he doing here? And how should I respond? How can I respond, right? Those are the questions. So basically coyote, at least in the LA area, is about 30 pounds. Right? He's small, he's a canine, and he is very opportunistic. He is not nocturnal. He likes to come out during the day if the food is available during the day. And he is omnivorous, meaning he does not just eat meat. He also likes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and cat food, as well as all sorts of other things. He's opportunistic, meaning he will take advantage of whatever it is he can find. And being omnivorous, he'll eat it all. So why might he be around where houses are? Because that's where the resources are. He would like fruit from fruit trees. He would like rodents, squirrels, rabbits, rats, anything he can catch. Sometimes he winds up catching cats or dogs because they happen to be where he is. And they're easy prey, sadly. So it's important for us to keep our dogs and cats safe in coyote territory, which is these days pretty much everywhere. They are doing studies in Chicago right now where they're learning that the coyote is more successful in the urban environment than we previously thought. And he survives just as well as the wild, if not better. Lots of resources and not a lot of competition. So he could be, around in the area, and it's really good just to be aware of that, especially if you have pets. And it's good also to assume, even if you don't see them, that they are in the area, because I honestly don't know of an area in Southern California where they are not. Some ways that you can keep your pet safe on your walk would be having a harness for your dog. This one isn't my favorite. I'm going to get a new one. It's not that sturdy. A sturdy harness is what you should have on your dog, because if he is being pulled by his neck, that's going to hurt. So if you need to pull him closer to you because you see a coyote on his way over, then you need to do that, and doing that with a harness is much easier and easier on your pet in general. Also, in the LA area, our leash law is 6 feet, and there is a leash law, so our animal does need to be on a leash. And I can tell you that dogs that are on leashes have less of a chance of running into a rattlesnake or any other wildlife than dogs that are on leashes. And a lot of people these days are using those really cute little retractable leashes, which I love, but I don't love because they could break. The mechanism can break, and then now the dog can't be pulled in as quickly if necessary. Also, they tend to be really long, and if I can't see where my dog is going, then I can't keep my dog safe. So I like the 6-foot leash law, and you can tell just by holding it up if you're out shopping, right? It's easy. It doesn't look very, very long, but it's plenty of space for your dog. And make sure you have your little blue bag attached. We used ours today, but always have your dog poop bag because your neighbors are watching you. And you don't want to put that out in the environment because that's gross. So anyway, you've got a harness, you've got a sensible leash, you're actively walking your dog, which means you're paying attention to your dog on your walk, and maybe you've also got a humane hazing device that you can put around your neck, right? That'll scare the coyote away. So those are some ways to sort of coexist alongside coyote and keep your pet safe. At night, if you have a yard where you cannot see to the far backside of the yard, or there are places in the yard that you can't see very well, I would recommend having your dog on a leash at night in your backyard, Because if the dog goes out to the perimeter and that's where the coyote is, you're not going to have the minute to try to save your dog. And they are out probably more at night in the LA area than they are during the day, even though they are out during the day. I'd like to close this with a quick story about coyotes. A lot of people, when they hear them, they get really scared. They're like, oh my gosh, I hear that noise. And you're like, what is that noise? What is she talking about? Play one. But you're probably used to hearing that like really loud, and many of them. And a lot of people, when they hear that, they get this fear in them. They get this terror because they feel like in that moment an animal is being taken. And I just want to clear that up. That sound is the sound of coyotes simply communicating with one another. They're just checking in. Hey Ma, how's it going? Pretty good, dear. How are you? Oh, I'm great. I'm over here with Angela. All right, sounds good. That's really what they're doing. They each have a unique voice. They know who it is they hear when they're calling, and it's a joyful thing, and it's a communication thing, and that's really what it is. When a coyote is hunting, you're not going to hear that. He has to be silent, and he's not going to have a big party about it after he got done hunting. He's going to eat his prey, and then he's going to go along on his business. So rest assured, when you hear the song of the coyote, it's not anything scary, at least not in that moment. So thank you so much for joining us today. Keep your pets safe, and if you have any other questions about coyotes or keeping pets safe, please do not hesitate to send us an email. We are info@taringaranch.org. And thank you again for joining us today.